Elon Musk is an idiot when it comes to understanding dictators. He has foiled a Ukrainian attack on Russia's Black Sea fleet. He covertly instructed his engineers to deactivate Starlink's satellite communications network, disabling Ukrainian unmanned drones. At the time of the attempted attack, Musk spoke with the Russian ambassador in the United States, Anatoly Antonov, who had told him that attack on Crimea could lead to nuclear response. On the surface, if to look one step ahead, what Elon Musk did was indeed smart. Nobody wants a nuclear war. Not me, not Ukrainians, anybody. This would be horrible for humanity. Let me simplify why this is a very stupid and dangerous idea to actually refuse Ukraine to help, fearing nuclear response. When Russian ambassador said this could lead to a nuclear response, this is nothing else but a nuclear blackmail. And the thing about nuclear blackmails, if it works once, it will work again and again. The dictator who used it once successfully will want to use it again. Nuclear weapons, in particular the hydrogen bombs, were developed as a deterrent. They were never actually meant to use as a weapon. They're meant to prevent conflicts through mutually assured destruction. Allowing nuclear blackmail to succeed even once would undermine the foundation of this deterrent. It would validate the notion that possessing nuclear weapons grants unlimited power and influence, thus creating a dangerous precedent. Elon Musk has created this dangerous precedent. He allowed the nuclear blackmail to work. And I'm amazed so many people don't understand this simple concept. Trump understands it the best.
Putin uses the N-word. I call it the N-word. He uses the N-word, the nuclear word, all the time. That's a no-no. You're not supposed to do that. He uses it on a daily basis. And everybody's so afraid, so afraid, so afraid. And as they're afraid, he uses it more and more. That's why he's doing the kind of things he's doing. He's doing them because he thinks nobody's going to ever attack us because they're all stupid and they're afraid to talk about it.
I totally agree with you.
And you can't use that word ever again. You cannot use the nuclear word ever again.
It's a pity Elon Musk doesn't listen to Trump in this case. And I see a lot of people on Twitter support Elon Musk for preventing Ukraine defend itself, fearing that we would cross the red line. Well, let me ask you, where is your red line, the Western civilization, human civilization? When will you say enough is enough? When will you say that occupying another sovereign country is not okay? When will you say that a genocide is not okay? When will you say that kidnapping kids is not okay? Blowing up dams is not okay? Committing mass military crimes is not okay? When will you stop? When Russia will take Alaska and say, if you dare to defend Alaska, this could lead to a nuclear response. When enough will be enough? If Russians are invading Ukraine and saying, no, don't help Ukraine defend itself because this could lead to a nuclear response, the same logic applies if Russia invades Alaska. The democratic civilization had no red lines when Russia killed 120,000 people in First and Second Chechen wars. Just because little region of Russia wanted to secede and become independent, Russia has drawn it in blood. Moscow has drawn it in blood. But the West was like, no problem, 120,000 people killed? That's fine, we'll do business with Russia. One red line crossed. Then Russia invades Georgia, occupies parts of its territories. No worry, Moscow, that's fine. Another red line crossed. Then Russia invades Ukraine in 2014 and captures Ukrainian Crimea. And the Western world is like, that's fine, Russia, don't worry about it. It's totally fine to invade occupy another country's territory. Don't worry about it. That's another red line cross. Well, now we get a full-scale war because the West just has no balls. That's probably why we freaking need Trump. I'm surprised, I really have to say, out of the major players on this globe, Trump is the one who has balls, who has like, no, you cannot ever mention nuclear weapons, period. No N-word. Why does he understand this simple concept and so many millions don't? You just have to think 2 steps ahead. How many genocides is enough? Russia is kidnapping Ukrainian children. There was a Vice News investigation about it. This is why Putin has got an arrest warrant from International Criminal Court. He is committing an act of genocide. How many genocides is enough? Just because he has nuclear weapons, it means he can get away with any kind of crime? Or else he's gonna use nuclear weapons? No, nuclear weapons are a deterrent, not a fucking weapon. Jesus, people just think 2 steps ahead. Russia has invaded Ukraine. If democracies are not gonna help Ukraine defend itself, Russia is gonna go further. It's gonna go further until it reaches Washington, D.C. You remind me of those people who were protesting against helping Europe defend itself against Hitler. They were for appeasing Hitler. Just think 2 steps ahead. What if the United States would not help Hitler? Hitler would eventually go to war with the United States, eventually, and much more people would die, much more people. Ronald Reagan said himself, appeasement has greater risks.
But every lesson of history tells us that the greater risk lies in appeasement. And this is the specter our well-meaning liberal friends refuse to face, that their policy of accommodation is appeasement. And it gives no choice between peace and war, only between fight or surrender. If we continue to accommodate, continue to back and retreat, eventually we have to face the final demand, the ultimatum. And what then?
People, don't be like Elon Musk. You have to be tough with the dictators. You have to show strength. If they see your weakness, they will exploit it. If they see you're afraid, they will exploit it until it's too late. Don't be an idiot like Elon Musk, because this is not the first time he showed himself as an idiot. Freedom, democracy must prevail, or else it's not looking good for us. Think long term. Thank you everybody for watching. This was very emotional for me. It's getting to a point where it's ridiculous. Elon Musk is really a smart man, but when it comes to understanding human psychology and dictatorship and dictators, he's just a plain idiot. He's playing into it. He's creating a dangerous precedent where the nuclear weapons are actually more likely to be used by succumbing to the nuclear blackmail.